I was basically at the point of moving out. After 20 years, we had our 20-year anniversary, and I was not going to live the second half of my life the way I was going to live the first half. I felt that my children would be better off with two households rather than one. I felt that I could do a better job raising them. I thought my children would be happier if I found another partner in life. I thought that I would be happier with a different partner in life.
On the way to the conference, I was frustrated, extremely bitter and angry that the husband sitting next to me still didn't want to do things my way, the way I had been trying to control for 20 years. And my goal at the conference was for me to somehow manipulate him and change him, and I thought we would leave and I could still control things, run things the way that I had all in the past. So my goal for the conference was to just keep him around for the next 20 years and try to continue living the same way, but change his heart.
Before the conference, I was emotionally distant.
I was angry.
I was self-centered.
I was frustrated.
I was hurt.
I was very manipulative.
I was sad.
I was very demanding.
I was beaten down.
I was hateful.
I was hurt.
I was spiteful. God showed me something incredible that weekend. We had to split up, write a love letter to each other, and afterwards I started praying to God. And for the first second I started out praying that I was tired and weary, and I wanted God to make a change, and the more I prayed, I started realizing the change needed to be with me. I got down on my knees and I asked God if that's what was supposed to happen, then to change my heart. And I literally felt and heard God say, that change is not going to be easy. You are going to have to completely become a different creation. And I felt like that weekend when I said to God, I will do it. I don't care how hard it is. I knew God was going to do it. And He did.
When I left the conference, I still was not convinced that anything different was going to be out of that conference. Suzette told me after the conference that she had changed, things were going to be different. I did not believe her. I was still headed down my path. I was going to leave, but I saw a change in my wife that weekend. And God showed me, and I kept reflecting on the conference and the things that I had learned and the tools that the conference had given me, and thought maybe this was real. Maybe there was something more to this than just a conference.
At the end of the conference, they announced that you could check a box if you wanted to help out in the future or maybe at upcoming conferences, and I immediately checked it because I wanted to be a part of that.
No, I did not check that box at all.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
I'm Jose Jimenez.
And we are the conference ministry directors from Memphis, Tennessee. After the conference, about 30 days or so, we had a social and invited those who had checked the box to want to be involved with the local volunteer or help promote at the conference at our home. It was like a Christmas party, and we had a good turnout for that.
Within a few weeks, I got a phone call and was invited to a kind of a Christmas get-together for people that had checked the box so that they could get to know the new volunteers. After the call, I told Scott that I wanted to go to the party, and he didn't want to be a part of that.
So I took her to the party, dropped her off, and left.
One of the incidents, we had a couple come to the social during our Christmas party, and I remember seeing, I think it was I who opened the door and saw a woman completely in tears in front of our doorstep.
Yeah, it was not a good little scenario for our new folks that were coming on board. So, but the girls took her outside and quickly started to minister to her.
Yes, and in turn, the guys went outside to see if the husband was out there and talked to him for a little bit. but he decided to not be a part of it and went home.
I went into the house a complete total wreck with a group of people I'd never met before in my life.
I went back home to pack my bags.
This was kind of like we didn't know what to do next, but we had to continue the meeting. But it was quickly changed, and he came back for her.
Yes, and what I remember telling her in particular, it is a social, it is a party, we're having a great time. Let him know that we're not trying to recruit him for anything, because he had nothing to do with family life. And so she called him and told him it's a party, they don't know our situation, come on back.
They prayed with me, they listened to my story. I called Scott on the phone and asked him would he please come back and let's just get through this together.
I reluctantly drove back, and I reluctantly walked into the party, but I was met with some of the most kind and warm and welcoming people I had ever met.
It's truly transforming and amazing that this couple in short 3 years have turned around their marriage, fortifying it, making it strong enough that they're a part of our leadership. And it's truly a blessing to have them part of our team, that they have come along this far to make a difference in our community.
Hi, I'm Suzette.
And I'm Scott.
And we're the church plan team leaders in Memphis, Tennessee.